422, Robert.
He's 80th in Maryland. One person's been shot. He's between Cottage Grove and Maryland.
Okay, and he only has a gunshot wound to the head?
Reflection with the hood. He's walking around in the neighborhood with a gun. Nothing further.
There are about 5 shots. A large group on both sides of the street. They don't know who he's shooting. Nothing further tonight.
It's relentless.
No sooner than midnight happened, we've already had 4 calls of shots fired. We're going to go to one right now over here on Cermak Road, where there's a report of 20 shots fired over here in the 2300 block.
This father and son team have seen it all.
There might be a second victim, but I think there's only one.
They are Chicago's night crawlers, chasing news. It's clear what that is most nights.
With policing and new strategies being implemented by the Chicago Police Department, it's helped get the numbers down, it's helped to bring violence down.
Our police are not ready, and they have no idea what's actually lying behind in the shadows of our city.
And here's the man in charge.
Eddie Johnson, Superintendent, Chicago Police Department.
We'll come back to him. It's past midnight, a Thursday. PJ and I try to piece together what happened at this shooting.
Because this is a really small scene for a shooting scene. There's usually at least 2 or 3 squad cars on scene.
It seems like the victim ran down this street.
I feel like if this happened in London, like the roads would be cordoned off all the way down there.
Yeah.
There'd be police everywhere.
Eventually, more police show up. It just seems to have taken a while.
No, but I'm asking, that's the second scene, right?
Yeah.
Okay, is that where the actual shooting occurred? This is where the victim was picked up?
We're not sure right now. We're trying to figure it out.
Okay.
PJ gets to work filming where the shooting happened, in this alley round the corner. We're in South Lawndale, on the city's west side.
A lot of gang violence. Gang violence is the main issue, I think. Especially here, like this block is considered a borderline between the 2 rival gangs. So you might hear a lot of arguing and shooting. You can hear it often. We just got this building temporarily. I plan to stay here long.
You don't plan to stay long?
No.
And is that your son?
Yeah, that's my son. That's the reason why we don't plan to be here long. Yeah,
so it worries you?
Yeah, I don't even send him to school here.
Do you think the city's got a handle on it here?
I don't think so.
422 Robert, units of 4 on the citywide, person with a gun, 8100 south of Muskegon, 8100 block south of Muskegon, color state something on black.
The Chicago Police Department says shootings in August were down 16% compared to the same time last year. And ahead of Labor Day weekend, 75 people were arrested on drug and gun charges during precision raids.
Well, I think 2 things really have helped us reduce the violence in the city. The first thing I think is the technology that we put into our most active districts. They have, like, for lack of a better term, a mini war room where the district commanders have technology-based rooms that help them make their deployment decisions on an hour-to-hour basis. And in those rooms, we have pod cameras, smart technology called Hunch Lab, which is a software program that helps predict the geographic areas where certain crimes might occur. We put smartphones in the hands of every beat cop so that they'll be tied in personally to those rooms. And then we hiring additional officers along with shot spotter technology. So anytime there's gunfire in those particular districts, then they're automatically relayed in about 20 seconds. Technology can actually track the shooter. If they continue firing, we can actually track the direction that they're going in.
The scale of Chicago's gun crime problem is undeniably bigger than that of London's knife problem. But the 2 cities share many of the same underlying issues. Back at home, people in affected communities talk to me about disenfranchised youth, about cuts to services, about difficult relationships between certain communities and the police.
Oh, so here they're looking for the shell casings here.
One night, as we turned up to the scene of a shooting, officers, unsure of who we were, put their hands to their weapons.
Bro, put your camera down for a second, Chuck.
Who are you?
I'm one of the news guys, overnight news guys.
You guys know you are being recorded. My camera's on.
You guys are being recorded. We got big lights on ours.
Without doubt, tensions are high in certain parts of this city. Trust between officers and communities is crucial.
I think one of the biggest things that we did as a department, when I talk to people out in the streets right now, they tell me that they never thought they'd see the day when this happened. So our use of force policy, we revamped it. And one of the things that we did that was key to rebuilding trust was we put it out for community comment twice. And their suggestions were incorporated into our new use of force policy. That's why it highlights the sanctity of life and de-escalation. And when I talk to people out on the street, they never thought they'd see the day when the police department would actually ask them their opinion in terms of how we use force.
The last crime scene we went to was at the front of a trauma unit. A man who'd been shot in the head drove himself to hospital. Over the course of the week, for every person who hopelessly told me, well, this is just Chicago, there was another determined to make a change.